like okay, so if you get caught with some shit with 30-round clip, what the fuck you got? That we all know in the ghetto, there's only one reason for you to have a fucking 30-round clip.
Shoot niggas.
Yeah,
Nigga hunting season.
and ain't no hunting in the city. So until if you don't have a legal conceal and carry, and like you, even you told me that that's hard to get conceal and carry.
In
Yeah,
California.
yeah, California, in California, that's almost impossible. Now, when you can be a licensed, I think you can be a licensed carry. That might be easy, or
Yeah, you could have a firearm permit, but to get a concealed weapons permit, fuck out of here.
yeah, but conceal carry is impossible. Okay, so you can't conceal and carry. That's even a good thing in here. This is the city, but we know it ain't no hunting going on around this motherfucker. We
Nigga
know
hunting season. It's nigga hunting season.
unless it's nigga hunting, exactly. It ain't if you got a gun in California, in New York, and you're not a police officer, even if you are a police officer these days, goddamn it, but 9 times out of 10 you up to no good is my point. You know what I'm saying? 9 times out of 10 you up to no good, and I get that understanding. So I'm not gonna act ignorant like that doesn't make sense. That makes perfectly good sense. But
I think you can get it if you're a bodyguard, but it's still hard to get at that point as well. Like the background check that they do on you is like crazy if you're a bodyguard to try and get a concealed weapons permit. And if you're a regular civilian, they're gonna take your little paperwork that you submit to them, put it right in the trash, put some gas on it, put a lighter to it, light it, and look at you, and then stream that shit on live TV while you looking at your paperwork burning in the trash because they ain't having it.
Yeah. But it wouldn't be no reason really for you to have a firearm in the city unless you have some ill intention. You know what I'm saying? I can't think of a reason for you to have a gun in the city unless you have ill intention. Now, even if it's that you were somehow assaulted by someone or something, and it's for self-protection, well, then you're still intending to fuck somebody over with this gun. You see what I'm saying?
I think that they should probably limit the type of weapons people can buy and how many they can buy. So you can only buy like so many handguns, you can only buy so many rifles or shotguns, and then they have to be somewhere where if it has to be a law where if you transfer that weapon to somebody, that weapon gets stolen, that you have to report it. And if you don't report it and that weapon is found or deemed to have been used in the act or in a crime, that you're going to get a piece of that charge. And I think that'll help mitigate some of it. It ain't going to correct it. It ain't going to stop it, but it's a starting process. I mean, if you're trying to fix gun violence, I mean, that's going to take, you're looking at something for many, many years to come to be slowly turn that ship around. At this point in time, that ship is just no captain at the helm and the wheel is just spinning in any direction it wants to go.
And again, as you know, we just discussed, I know that a lot of this is no easy fix. We have a certain system in play where you have to push along bills and things have to pass from this hand to this hand. So I know.
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot of bullshit, red tape and all that bullshit. But I'm just saying, just in general, regardless of the red tape or anything like that, it is something that will have to right the ship is going to be something that's going to take many years to come. It's the same with economics. It's going to be something that takes many years to correct and fix. And I mean, we're living in the best time of society, but at the same time, we're living in the worst time of society. So it's the good and the bad.
Yeah, it's rough. It's not easy. Like I said, I just be talking about stuff, man, that's on my mind. That's why I always say I don't have the answer. If I don't have like the whole fucking marijuana thing.
Yeah.
I definitely don't have the answer for that, no form, shape, or fashion. But I know that since the shit is fucking legal, I would like to be able to smoke weed without worrying about the bullshit, the random, and then losing my job or you don't really lose your job, but you got to sit out for like 3 months and do this class, and you got to pay for it.
You basically get suspended.
Right. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, it's like, how I'm gonna make money? Well, you know what I'm saying? Well, I got to go do something else that, you know what I'm saying? Maybe not make as much money, but at the same time, you fucked just because you smoked some weed one day.
Yeah. Well, I mean, again, like I said, when you're working on a job, you're not working for the government. You're working for a company, and that company may have their own specific policies and guidelines that they want their employees to adhere by, and you know the consequences when you break them. So I had somebody talking to me about that recently, about a month ago. He was talking about dress standards, and I said, well, at my job, I can dress as however I want, as long as I ain't looking raggedy and my clothes don't smell like I've been sleeping in the street for months at a time. And he said, well, I came to work looking like this and got written up. I said, well, maybe you broke the guideline to your company that you work for. Maybe you need to change the company that you work for. I mean, I don't
Yeah,
know, but
it's all rough.
yes,
It's all not an easy thing because the red tape, as you put it, with every issue we could think of, is surmountable to a hard time for the person having to deal with that. You know what I'm saying?
no,
Ultimately,
I totally agree with you on that. But again, like I told him, it's not you with your classifying as a freedom does not classify as a freedom when you work for a company. They have their own subset of laws that you that you got to be adhere to if you want the job, if you want to stay employed. I mean, so I get it. Do I think they should be as strict as they probably are with marijuana? No, I don't, since it's legal in California. But I get it. I understand. And, it's barely legal. You know what I mean? When I mean barely legal, I mean it hasn't been legal for many, many years. That this is, why is this even a topic? I mean, we're just barely converting over to recreational, you know? So,
right?
so I get it. I get it. It's a long battle, long uphill road still with that. And with time, it'll change. Unfortunately, with truck drivers, you know, you guys got to worry about AI.
Well, the AI thing is making its way across the board. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Computers, that ain't gonna be too hard to push AI somewhere in there, but you're still gonna have wiggle room as any kind of tech personnel
Hmm.
because you're still building the program, you're still
Yeah,
operating the
but
program. You're still in control of putting forth the technology that is that program. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, but
So
once AI trucks get onto the road, that's gonna stop a lot of truck drivers that drive nationally.
yeah, yeah,
You know,
yeah,
local
yeah.
drivers won't be affected as much as at first, but it'll slowly creep into local trucking as well.
It's all a way of less costly.
Hmm.
It's all less costly.
Postal
It's all,
workers,
yeah, everything, bro. Everything.
cashiers,
Yeah,
retail, fast
yeah.
food,
It's less costly. You could train a machine to think in the way of any of those operations. Now with
customer
the
service reps.
they came with a version of AI vehicle, like some kind of Uber or something that they did,
Tesla
and
has one. Uber has one.
it
Well,
killed somebody.
that wasn't really the AI. That was AI and the driver. So at this point right now with AI and cars, it's not at the point where it's fully aware of every situation. It does its best, but everybody while they you're gonna be a guinea pig before it becomes solidified.
Yeah, yes sir. Yo, it's the ugly. I'm about to break it. Man, fuck that. Check it out. Power and momentum. Vocal bullets bring the host to your building. Same time, feed the souls of your children. Closed minds get exposed to the vision. Same time, double-edged sword to the throat of the serpent and kingdom. Kinda hard not to walk in the blues. Hard to walk the avenues where they ain't got no shoes. So we change the method.